That's what we've got across. I don't know if you can hear me, but I don't know. I'm gonna keep the camera running. Just in case I die, then it's on film. Everyone. It's a lot earlier than we thought it was going to be. We have severe jet lag because we slept too well on the plane. So Raul and I are going to go get our breakfast, which is included. He's telling me to keep my voice down because people are sleeping, but it's about 8 o'clock India time. Good morning. Let's see what breakfast the Imperial Deli has to offer. So now we're in a taxi. We are going on a little bit of a sightseeing tour today. First stop is going to be the Red Fort. I don't think that I can film in the Red Fort. I may ask for forgiveness rather than permission, but for right now, the hotel has gotten us a taxi, and our driver, what is your name? Mr. Singh. Mr. Singh is going to be driving us for the duration of the day. So this is our sightseeing tour in and around Delhi. Okay, so we are out of the taxi. We're approaching the Red Fort. There's a place over here, he said we can buy tickets and then go in to explore the fort. It looks like it's going to be a lot of people here. The drive here seems, for a city of 32 million people, seems like it actually works. I mean, people are beeping not because they're trying to yell at each other, but to let them know that somebody else is coming. But, oh look, Red Fort right in front of them. So the Red Fort is built in the 1600s. It was actually commissioned by Shah Jahan, who is also responsible for the Taj Mahal, fun fact. And I think it was either completed or started in 1639. But we are approaching the area to get tickets. This is our official ticket into the Red Fort, which is right there. Also looks like you could pay online if you wanted to. That sky looks definitely like it was a nicer day. That behind me was the security check for the Red Fort. It's kind of all over the place. Women were going in one lane, men were going in another lane. They're going through bags, they're not going through bags. He was just passing me through, but I was sort of holding everything out for him to look at, and he saw the phone, he saw the camera. Raul is still being checked because he has a bit of a small bag that has water and a bunch of other stuff in it. He's carrying the passports as well. But anyway, it's pretty impressive behind us. Color's real nice. Hope it's coming out. It's my first time shooting with 4K quality. What? All right, Raul's through into the Red Fort. So I actually thought there were going to be a lot more people offering us a tour of this place. But they'll come up to you. They'll say things like, it's better to do it with a guide. You're never going to know anything if you don't take the guide. It's really cheap. It's only 400 rupees. They'll tell you it's 2.5 kilometers. Plot spoiler, I have no intention of doing the entire 2.5 kilometers, and neither does Raul. You can see I'm already accumulating sweat. But yeah, no, there's not too many of them. And if you sort of just say no thank you and move on, nobody really comes up to you and is over the top aggressive. Although we just had a conversation that one of the things is, if you say no thank you, the next question is, where are you from? And it's an effort to engage you in conversation, tell you how much you need the tour, but it's pretty opened up. I mean, I don't pretend to know everything about the place. What I gave to you at the beginning was something I looked up online. Here's more of it. Okay, so I just fell for it. This guy back here in the blue, he asked me where I was from. I told him I was from New York. He told me I needed a guide. He said, you talk to the people, right? You're on YouTube. Everything you tell them is not going to be the truth. I fell for it. So, Red Fort, what can I say? A lot of grounds with beautiful architecture, beautiful buildings. A lot of them have water around them, or they should have water around them, but the water's dried out. Oh, wait a minute, our friend is coming over to say hello. Hi. Hi. Anyway, so the water's all dried out, but I think you lose something by the temperature outside. Coming to India in July, you expect exactly what you're going to get. Word of advice, don't wear gray, because after just, I don't know, how long were we out here? 35 minutes, 40 minutes? I'm soaking wet already. There are a bunch of places to eat around here, canteens, Indian restaurants. There's a souvenir store that claims it's the best place for Indian souvenirs in the entire country. But we're going to try and go into one of those places to get a little bit of air conditioning before we get back to our taxi and go see Mr. Singh. But it's really pretty. I just think February would be a nicer time to visit. One more thing I want to point out there. Before coming here, I watched a couple vlogs online, and I watched a particular vlog by a guy from Denver named Zane. Zane Travels High. He did say he was here last month, and he said they said no cameras, no filming inside the grounds. You can only film outside. I haven't seen any signs to say that that was valid, and nobody stopped me. Everybody can see me walking by. There were guards, guys with rifles guarding some of these buildings, but nobody stopped me from filming inside of here. And I have a pretty sizable camera. It's a tripod and camera about that big on top, which you can't see because you're inside of right now. But yeah, nobody stopped me. We're heading right now to the cafeteria and what is self-proclaimed India's best souvenir shop in the entire country. We'll see about that. So he doesn't want me taking videos inside the store. This is the best store in India. So we're gonna go ahead and not shop here. All right, we found the air conditioning. We're sitting down, as you see, eating ice cream and drinking Pepsi Black. It's Pepsi without sugar in it. And the whole total was 204 Indian rupees, which is that much in US dollars. All right, back outside. For those of you interested in the weather updates, it's still about 100 degrees and 190% humidity. There is no saving this shirt. I have to remember to wear dark colors the rest of the days. But next up on the agenda is a sort of market. Pretty touristy is what I'm guessing. It's not far from the Red Fort. It's a street and a series of winding, meandering streets where you can get everything that you ever wanted or didn't want. Saris, spices, pottery, Indian souvenirs, I'm guessing. I'm not so sure how much I'm going to be able to last, especially if the sun comes out again. But since I'm already soaking wet, and since it's on the way to the car where Mr. Singh is going to pick us up and take us to the next site, we figured, why not? Let's give it a look. Here it is. Okay, so We are on our way out of the Red Fort. And one of the things that Raul pointed out, which I have to agree with him, is that the building itself, which is right here on the outside, is much more impressive than inside. Although the grounds inside are beautiful, the biggest wow moment is the outside. The architecture is absolutely stunning. The color red is stunning. So if you are short on time, it's not very expensive to get in. I don't remember exactly how much it was, but I will put it here. Definitely come here to look at the outside and take some pictures. It doesn't cost you anything to take pictures of the outside. And you can skip the inside if you're short on time. Otherwise, go through. It was worth it. And then go sit in that building with the air conditioning. That was probably my favorite part right now. All right, this is chaotic right now. Somehow we have to cross this street here to get to the Chandni Chowk marketplace that I was telling you about. It's a cacophony of noises. It's beeping, screaming, tires screeching. This is pretty damn authentic. But that's the street we're trying to get to right now. And that's what we've got to cross. I don't know if you can hear me, but I don't know. I'm gonna keep the camera running. Just in case I die, then it's on film. So, as you saw, there's lots of places to buy clothing, lots of places to buy fruit. There's some places here for electronics, watches, that sort of stuff. My assumption is that this is a place that locals go. This is not a place for tourists, unless you're trying to experience something pretty authentic. But I don't know. Are you from India? Are you watching? Leave me a comment. Do you come here? What do you shop for? Raul just saved my life because I was going to get hit by a rickshaw. But what is this used for? I mean, who comes here? Do a lot of tourists come down here just to look at it? Looks like a lot of local things to buy. I mean, for me, it looks like a place where locals would come to find a bunch of stuff that, I don't know, what am I trying to say? It's basically a place to find anything and everything you're looking for. Gosh, so much noise going on. All right. When I was saying that this market, this street was really, really close to the Red Fort, I wasn't kidding. This is literally the Red Fort right in front of us. Raul and I are now heading back to Mr. Singh, soaking wet. We stopped at McDonald's and got bottles of water and also used the air conditioning there because these little respites that we can find from the heat are very, very, very helpful. But one more time, we have to cross that street, get to the other side, so that we can get back to Mr. Singh.
Too hot today.
Yeah, you heard him, right? Too hot today. He sees my back. All right, that whole mess back there, that was a lot. The guy that you heard me talking to, he was telling us that it was closed. We can't get back to the parking lot, which is where we're gonna meet Mr. Singh. But he was offering us a rickshaw that could take us there. He's like, I've done this before. They tell you something's closed so that they can make money and take you there. So Raul and I are walking around the park pretty much the same way we came, but on the opposite side. So that's where the Red Fort is, to go meet Mr. Singh. Go sit in his air conditioning in the car. All right. So what you'll notice now, 1, the sun is down. 2, I'm dry. Back to the hotel, showered, rested a little bit, got a massage at the spa. It's fantastic. But now it's dinner time. We are headed to a restaurant about 10 minutes from the hotel. It's called Kwality, spelled Kwality. It was recommended by one of the gentlemen at the hotel. Sorry, I'm trying to watch where I'm going. And it's supposed to be traditional Indian food. If you've been there, if you're from India, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I'm going to let you know what I think. Some reviews online said it's the oldest restaurant in India. I don't think that's true because I think I also read that it opened up in 1940. So if you're Indian and you know that your country was founded before 1940, let me know. So I'll get more details as soon as we get to the restaurant. But I'm going to put this away if you can see me because the camera fogged up like crazy when I walked out of the hotel. Quality coming up. Okay, so we're at Quality. Really nice restaurant. People are really dressed up. We walked in with a t-shirt and shorts. Our hotel told us that was okay. I feel a little underdressed. Everybody else looks really nice. So in front of the menu, though, it does tell a little bit about the place. It said it was established in 1940, and it used to sell snacks to American GIs during the Second World War. So it definitely has some history here. Now, whether or not it was open since the beginning of time in India, I don't actually believe that. So whoever wrote online it's the oldest restaurant in New Delhi is lying. All right, so Raul and I ordered paneer lababtar, cheese and like a tomato sauce. We got a dal, which is lentils in a tomato sauce. We got butter naan. We got some cauliflower thing, which looks like barbecue sauce covered cauliflower, and we got rice. Check it out. All right, we're back at the hotel. Not too much to wrap the day up. We are completely exhausted. That was some heat. I think we said this morning, we were like, oh, it's not as bad as it was last year. It's unbelievably humid, unbelievably hot. I think they said the feels like temperature today was 120 degrees at like 2 or 3 o'clock. Dinner was great. Great place. It's called Quality. I'll put the information down in the comments. If you've eaten there and you liked it, let everybody else know too, because I really enjoyed it. I don't know if it's more of a local place or a lot of tourists go there because there are a lot of hotels in the area. But so we are supposed to leave India tomorrow and go onward to Vietnam, but we have a little bit of a snag because Vietnam has not approved our visas yet. It was sent back to me with a correction that I had to make because I had my middle name on my passport, and when I filled out the visa application form, I didn't include my middle name. And Raul has just not heard from them about his. So we sent emails tonight. We're going to give them one more day. We extended the hotel here in India one more night. And if not, I think Laos will have us as visiting them instead of Vietnam. But stay tuned to find out what happens. Don't forget, comment, like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, all of that. I'm not going to bore you with the rest of this. So have a good night. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. And let's see if we get to Vietnam.